Hello and welcome back to my Bannerlord challenge. And actually, yeah, it is a little bit of a challenge now because it's a bit more of a decision about what we should do next, because we have achieved a lot of different goals and objectives that we've set ourselves. And look at what we got going on here. We got this fellow. Now, here's the thing. I actually wanted to mention this because I did mention this in a previous video. And I was talking about how a particular minor faction vassal from the Jawal minor faction sounded Scottish. And I thought that was a bit weird, you know, because obviously, you know, you want the voice to kind of match the culture. If you're having a game like this, it kind of makes sense, right? But anyway, this guy sounds exactly the same. So I'm going to assume they just used the same voice line for both of those characters, which in my opinion is a bit strange considering, but I guess that's what they went with, which is absolutely fine, I suppose, but it does take you a little bit, and I'm gonna say that very, you know, very sort of on the fringe there. It does take you out of the immersion, you know, because when you're running around Calradia and you want to get yourself absorbed into the game world and you're, you know, thinking, ooh, which town should I infiltrate next? Which lord should I scheme against in the future? Of course, we obviously haven't explored the scheming system just yet. But we are going to, don't worry. We are going to, but that's the point. When you're thinking about those kinds of things, and then all of a sudden the guy that you're attacking sounds completely the same as the other guy. Yeah, there is a bit of a disparity there, I guess, but as I say, maybe I'm being too picky. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too picky about it. But anyway, let me see if I can get some one-handed weapon skill. One-handed? Why do I always say one-handed? I don't know. But it's a thrown weapon that I'm wanting to get weapon skill with. Thank you very much. And oh, the amazing ragdolls that we're seeing here. I just cannot get enough of those. Can I get some more of them, please? Yeah, look at that. Oh, look at that guy. He literally just went flying. Well, technically not flying, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I do have a very significant army at the moment, so I'm not really going to be getting a huge amount of influence for fighting these guys, but it's kind of a decent idea to gather a couple of prisoners, because what I'm actually going to try to do is, as people rightfully said in the comments, by the way, it would probably be a good idea for me to try and increase the strength of a different bandit faction. More notably, probably something that has a bit of cavalry associated with it. So I'm thinking maybe mountain bandits or steppe bandits. I don't think mountain bandits have huge amounts of cavalry, but steppe bandits definitely will. So I'm thinking we're going to go over there. Oh, really? We only got 3? Oh, yeah, it's because... Yeah, I forgot about that. Yes. Okay, yeah. Okay. It's because we have an army, of course, and the loot is getting shared in between us, which is very... Oh, that grinds my gears, it does. Yes, that grinds my gears quite heavily there. But anyway, so my plan is that we are going to... Oh, hello. What's going on here? A messenger from Vlandia has arrived. His realm is seeking some discreet services. Alright, hello. Let's skip the usual greetings, he says. You already know the purpose of my visit. Well, sure thing. Tell me why. We want you to destabilize the clan Ostikos of the Northern Empire, fabricate a scandal, blackmail them, or incite a rebellion. The choice is yours. Alright, okay. How much do you offer? 23,000. Alright. Destabilize the clan Ostikos of the Northern Empire. Okay, wait a minute. This is actually very cool. I would not have anticipated this. Okay, so destabilize Ostikos. I actually don't know how to do this, because this is the first time I've actually been doing it, so we're going to have to learn together. This is going to be a bit of a problem, though. I'm going to have to get rid of these 2 vassals so that I can actually... yeah, so that I can actually increase my... What? Are you serious? I should be able to... Look, it says 0. Okay, wait a minute. Let me just do that real fast and then let's... Oh, I have -4. Are you serious that I have -4 right now? Oh, I'm a criminal, so that's the reason why I'm losing influence. Oh, okay. I see. So me being a criminal actually results in me losing influence. Okay, that's actually really interesting. I would not have anticipated that, but yes, apparently that is indeed the case. As you can see, I don't even have 0 influence because I have minus. So I assume that that is obviously just a bit of a bug there, because obviously, if you think about it, if it costs 0 for me to increase my, well, relation, cohesion, whatever you want to call it, with the people that are currently in my army, then technically it shouldn't cost me anything, and as a result, it doesn't matter what kind of influence I have. But as it stands, it feels to me like, yeah, that's a little bit annoying that it's -4 right now. Anyway, let's go into the scheme room here, and we can choose a kingdom. Okay, I apparently cannot choose the Northern Empire, so that is kind of sad. Yeah. So I can't even select a clan. So what I would actually need to do is, as I thought, this is actually what I thought, but I thought I'd just come back here just in case, because you never know, maybe there's going to be something that you can maybe do. So yeah, what we're going to have to do here is I'm just going to increase this a little bit. My corruption level is on high, so I am going to be reducing my criminal rating by a little bit still. Going to take all the troops here. And then we're just going to move on. Alright, so yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to go straight on over to Northern Empire territory. This is pretty easy, because obviously it's not that far away. Argoron is actually now owned by the Southern Empire, so the Northern Empire, as you can see, has shrunk quite dramatically. It feels to me like they don't have that many fiefs, because hilariously enough, they have been at war against the Battanians, and the Battanians, as you can see, have gone on an absolute besieging spree here. And they've actually taken 4 castles. And, well, you know me, in the previous episode, I was yelling at them, basically, to stop giving me fiefs, because I obviously didn't want to have 4 castles or 3 castles, and they ended up giving me 3 castles. And I didn't want them, okay? I really did not want them, but, yeah, they managed to do that against my wishes, which was very irritating, because now I have to actually pay for wages, and generally it's actually not even giving me much, you know, because I'm having to spend more than what I'm getting, I'm going to assume. I mean, if you take a look here, Resource Castle gives me 164. Well, that's it, actually. That's all I'm actually getting. Oh no, Thorios Castle. Yeah, Thorios Castle is giving me 23. And there's also another one which hasn't even come in at the moment. But you can see here that my party expenses for Resource Castle, at least, and Varagos Castle, look at it. It's crazy. Look at that. 661 for Resource Castle and 920 for Varagos Castle. It's exactly the reason why I did not want any of this to happen. But, well, never mind. I can't do much about it now. Anyway, we're going to have to ingratiate ourselves with some of these people. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a little bit of sneaky action right here. So we're just gonna go straight on in. I'm feeling pretty good about my chances of being able to eliminate every single bandit presence in this city without me actually having to do any of the regular relation quests. Yes, you did just see me phase through the door there. Yes, indeed. Hello there. I don't take orders from the likes of you, sir, and you will be perishing very quickly. There we go. That was easy enough, wasn't it? Yep. I've become a lot better now. Oh yes, don't worry about that. I've become a lot better at this whole, you know, invading people's back alleys. Yes. I just realized how that sounded. Yes, let's not, okay, let's not go there, alright? Let's not go there. This is not the Empire, alright? This is not the Empire. Well, technically this is the Empire, actually. We're in the Northern Empire. So, yeah, let's just forget it. Oh, well, never mind. Okay. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to absolutely murder this one guy. I'm just going to send my forces just over there to take him out, because basically it's super easy for us to do that. And, whoa, he actually has some pretty good stuff. He got some velvet there and all that cool stuff. All right, so there we go. Okay, so we defeated this guy. Actually, no, this guy. Wait a minute. Which one was it, actually? Which one was it? No, I think it was Dinos the cat, because we actually took something from him. Okay, so he has the waterfront as well. Now, bear in mind the waterfront has a combat strength of 13, which is maybe going to be a bit difficult. But, yeah, we're going to go to the clearing first anyway, because that seems to be the closest. So, Just gonna make my way around here. Oh no. Okay, I'm pretty terrible at making my... Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, this is an absolute maze if ever I saw one. And moving around with super speed on is pretty difficult, as you can quite clearly tell. Anyway, hello there, Yagada. You can actually help me here. Let's do this. Let's just eliminate that guy super easily, and this one as well. There we go. Okay, so there should be 11, I think. Yes, there should be 11 enemies for us to fight in this upcoming little skirmish that we're going to have here. And yeah, amusingly enough, I'm not going to be able to disband my army until I have a positive influence, which I think is a huge oversight on the developer's part. I think they do need to fix that issue, because if you're a criminal, obviously you should probably, yeah, you should probably lose influence. I'm not, you know, saying that that's not something that should happen. You should probably lose influence, or probably should have some kind of negative effect as a result of having the criminal racing. However, I do believe that you should have the ability to disband an army if you're a criminal, or generally you should have the ability to, you know, because I mean, I'm in an army by myself right now, as you can quite clearly see, so I don't really want to be in that army forever, you know, so that's kind of the reason why I'm saying that that should probably be looked at and maybe fixed if that's indeed a bug, which I think it probably is. Anyway, we're going to go to the waterfront now. I kind of wish I wouldn't have to start on the outskirts of the town every single time. But let me see. Haha, okay. I think oh wow, I almost got stuck behind that beer barrel. That would have been absolutely the most embarrassing, maybe not the most embarrassing thing I've ever done, but definitely would have been one of them. Alright, let's just take out this guy super fast. And Yagada, no, don't die. We need your medical assistance. There we go. She actually didn't die. Wow, surprising. I really thought she was about to die there for a real quick second, but there you go. Alright, very nice victory for us right there. Seems like things are going quite nicely for us right now. I'm a little bit antsy though, because obviously Dareem is currently running over there, and I really do not want him to get murdered. I think he actually destroyed a forest bandit party, which I'm obviously really not very pleased about, to be honest. I would much prefer him to just leave them alone, because let's face it, they are, of course, our allies, technically, so it would be nice if they could just, you know, make peace with each other. Oh, are you serious right now? Okay, was not expecting this. Yes. Okay. Random bandits apparently got the... I don't know what to say. There is nothing to say. All that I can say is that what? Why am I Didn't I have 89 days worth of food? Did they steal all my stuff? Did they actually steal all my stuff? I think they might have stolen all my stuff. Oh, now that's actually hilarious. Okay, fine. Yeah. So apparently I did actually end up losing some stuff, which is pretty hilarious. Okay, that means I'm even more irritated than I was before about this whole thing. And I was actually thinking to myself, I was doing pretty well. Now we're starting on the outskirts of the city, which is even worse. So I'm now going to need to run in here the old-fashioned way. I shouldn't have gone up those stairs, by the way. That was the mistake that I made back there. Shouldn't have gone up the stairs. Probably would have had a much easier time if I'd just done it the old-fashioned way and just, you know, helped out my forces. But, of course, I was being a bit of an idiot. Oh, well, never mind. It's fine. As you can see... Whoa, 163? What? How did I do 163 damage to that guy? I have no idea. Anyway, we have an army of literally 90 plus, and I literally lost against, what, 10 people. Oh my, I really cannot believe that. Anyway, there we go. We're still losing, as you can see, we're still losing influence, which is very irritating. There's only 7 of them remaining. And now I'm actually wondering, what do you think is actually faster? Is this faster, me doing it this way? Or is it faster for me to earn relation with the particular fellow in charge of the whole deal, and you know, then you know, create an alliance with him or something like that. Is it actually better for me to do it this way? Because obviously, as I said in a previous episode, I thought maybe this would be faster if I'm actually good at the whole thing. You know, if I'm actually good at invading the space. Oh, look at that! Aha! I seem to have yes, I seem to have reclaimed all of my gear. Yes, thank you very much, because they actually stole a bunch of my two-handed swords, as you can see right here, which was it's a pretty significant amount, you know, it's a pretty significant amount of cash. So I'm pretty happy with this, because now I can literally just go here. I'm just going to be a little bit careful about this now as well, because I kind of want to make sure that if it does happen and we do get defeated or something like that, that I don't lose a huge amount of my two-handed swords or anything. Anyway, we can now move in, as you can see right here. So look at this. Are you sure you want to expand your territory here? You can switch your main base from Sionon to this town at any time in the criminal enterprise menu. Let's do it. There we go. Okay, so now we have this. And apparently someone said that I can just leave a person here, and they will then be the you know, the person for looking after our base. I have no experience with doing that, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to make sure that I'm going to do that right, and I'm just going to go back to Sionon real fast, and we're going to be actually sending out for an additional companion, because I actually do not have a companion that has roguery skill, or anyone that has roguery skill right now. I think, let me see here, the Ill-starred, no. The Outcast, no. I'm trying to look for people that could potentially be roguery people. This guy's got tactics. This guy might be really, really good for tactics, so let's keep him in mind. The Silent seems like a nice name. But all these guys, they're actually really, really good at what they do. In other words, oh, this guy's got 100 in tactics. Okay, the Falcon. The Falcon might actually be the way to go. Because if we want him to be an enforcer, or if we want someone to be an enforcer, then that's probably going to be the way to go, right? You know, we want high tactic skill. Ah, this guy. Oh, no, that's Dareem. Oh, okay. Oh, I was thinking to myself, oh, yeah, that's Dareem. This is one of mine. Yeah, okay. So it seems like there aren't any others with roguery skill. I obviously could be wrong. I could be missing them. But it seems like that is indeed the case. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go for the Falcon right here, because he has 100 in tactics, and he's going to be an excellent enforcer if we can actually make him into the enforcer, potentially. We'll see whether that, you know, whether that actually works. And yeah, let's get him. Let's get him. If he doesn't seem to be, are you? Oh, why do I do that? Oh, okay, never mind. You didn't see anything, all right? That didn't happen. That didn't happen. Anyway, yeah, so what I would like to do is take a look at this. Okay, so my territory, as you can see, we have epicrotea, and yeah, there you go. You need to leave a clan member in this town to manage the territory. Thank you very much for letting me know about this. I just wanted to make sure that I was doing this correctly, and that I didn't miss a plus icon on this screen, for example, because sometimes I am not understanding things as accurately as I could, and as a result I'm, you know, sometimes making mistakes and things like that. So I kind of wanted to just clear that up. As you can see, Forest Bandits have actually taken a little bit of a hit, because I think Dareem is running around and being annoying, trying to murder them, which is obviously not what we want. So that's a little bit yeah, that is a little bit problematic. But anyway, let's go back to Epicrotea. We're going to get our Mr. Tactics person coming back in a second. My messenger will arrive. There we go. And I'm actually going to click on the right options this time. There we go. Thank you. Can you imagine not clicking on the right options? Oh, how terrible. I should literally go to the gallows for that, shouldn't I? Anyway, morale leader. What do we want here? Characters in your faction, characters in other faction. Yes, characters in other faction is the better option, in my opinion. And yes, we are just going to be placing this guy here. I actually want to give him some gear first, though, just in case. You never know. He might actually use it. No, not here. There we go. Let's just upgrade these. Give him those. We can't give him a shield there, unfortunately. But I can give him a shield here, potentially. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Is he actually good at anything else? He's probably good at throwing skill. Yeah, he is good at throwing skill. Do we have any javelins? We do not have any javelins. I'm actually really surprised. Really? Okay. I would have expected us to have some javelins, but it's okay. Does he have any riding skill? Yeah, he does have riding skill, so he's perfectly fine to keep this. And we're just going to be leaving this guy here. There we go. Where did he go? Did he go into the tavern? Yeah, he's in the tavern. All right. Is that actually gonna work? Does that actually work like that? As I say, I've never done that before, so it's a little bit of a learning experience for me. Anyway, let's create my army. Let's get Dareem to come back. As you can see, I can now actually do it, but before I wasn't able to, which is kind of weird. Anyway, so now we have a bit of a what should we say? A little bit of a foot in the door, so to speak, because we've obviously taken epicrotea. Technically, you know, we got a person in there, and I'm actually thinking that we probably want another person, don't we? Yeah, we probably want another person. So I'm thinking, I mean, obviously the only other one that I can think of is the silent fellow, but I kind of wanted, I don't know. Oh, there's a roguery person. Oh, okay. Okay, wait a minute. Let me actually just take a quick look. I have one space. Okay, unfortunate. So I am going to be getting the silent guy because he has some pretty good combat skills as well. And he's just going to be overall better, I suppose. Anyway, clearing. Ooh, this guy is incredible. Look at him. Alright, he's got so many units right there. Okay, that's gonna be, I don't know, I feel like going super aggressive against these guys and actually trying that out. I feel like that could be quite fun. Obviously, we've tried that just now, and you could see that, you know, it's still something that I am not particularly that good at, so I wouldn't mind actually becoming a little bit better at it. And so, as a result, what do you do to get better at something? You practice it. Yes, you practice it. I know. Might be maybe a long time. It may be a long time before I'm actually decent at dealing with gang fights and back alleys and so on and so forth. But kind of feel like it could be fun instead of doing the regular Fourberie tasks, which all things considered, they're actually pretty good. Oh, the Vlandians are declaring war on the Botanians. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Let's attack. There's only 4 of them. This is going to be easy. Or it should be easy. I mean, let's face it, you know, the last time that I said, oh, this is going to be super easy, then my forces lost very, very fast. I'm just going to tell them to charge, and let's see whether they actually do something here. Can they actually win? Yep, they did, thankfully. Not before one of them got eliminated, though. Yagada actually got herself eliminated, which is not exactly great, but oh well. Can't really do much about that. And there we go. So we've actually increased our relation with this guy to 42, actually. But hilariously enough, we actually need relation with the other guy. I mean, we need relation with Vamanisa instead of Losis. So yeah, it seems like I'm gonna have to do the you know, I'm gonna have to move in against him as well, and this is gonna be much more difficult this time around because I'm obviously going to have to deal with is it the back street, I think? Yeah, the back street. Here we oh, that's a lot of people. Are these all thugs? No. Well, most of them are. Look at that. They're actually being upstanding citizens by cleaning the building here. They're actually not too... No, they're not all bad, right? They're not all bad. Oh, well, never mind. You're dead, sir. All right, here we go. Oh, no, is she attacking? No, she's not attacking. Okay, we can deal with this. We can deal with this, right? Can we? Oh, I feel like I should just run away now. Okay, here we go. No. No. Ah. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Alright, nice. A little bit of swivels, a little bit of rotational attacks, and that's what we do. That's what we do. Very nice indeed. Although I did have to actually, you know, run away first and get them to stop attacking me to even get that to work, unfortunately. But, you know, that kind of thing has to have, you know, some kind of, I don't know. I mean, you're super outnumbered. What are you supposed to do, I guess, you know, in that kind of situation? Anyway, 17 enemies here. This is actually going to be a bit of a dicey situation. Not sure if we're even going to be able to achieve victory, but I'm going to try and see. Hopefully they don't have any shields, so maybe I can do some thrown weapon stuff. Where are they? Oh, they're all the way over there. Oh, I see. Okay, let's see if I can do some nice little... Oh, nice. Nice headshot right there. Nice headshot. Well, neck shot. Ooh, okay, we actually did it with minimal casualties, surprisingly enough. And I was a bit worried there for a second. Oh yeah, could you tell? Could you tell? Yeah, I was a bit worried there. Okay, so he has completely lost that, and now we are going to be moving in against him at the, is it the waterfront? Yes, the waterfront, as you can see right there. Okay, so we're just going to move this way. This is a much easier town to navigate, at least, which I'm very appreciative of. Now let's just try and do some damage real fast. Really need to just murder super quickly. And she's going to die really fast. Yeah, as you can see. So I'm just going to get out of here a little bit. Do some rotational attacks. Oh my. Please don't. Oh. Okay, I would have actually gotten away there, but unfortunately, yeah. A bit problematic. Okay, nice. Nice. All right. Technically, what you could do, obviously, if you wanted to be, you know, having a little bit of an easier time, dependent on your skill level, of course, or dependent if you want a challenge or whether you just want to, you know, take it easy a little bit, you could theoretically attack a couple, kill 2 or kill 3 or even 1, and then just run away, and then you can go back and then you can say to them, hey, well, you know, you can't tell me what to do, and then you can do the same thing again, and you can continue just rinse and repeating and attacking, rinse and repeating and attacking and running away and so on. And that actually would make sense. If you wanted to have an easier time, yeah, that would definitely make sense. But of course, for me, I kind of want to have that that excitement, that entertainment, you know, as we're attempting to prevail against an overwhelming opponent. And here we go. Let me see if I can actually get some nice little hits going on here. Alright, okay, so my sword is actually pretty good. In my opinion, I am actually very much enjoying the sword. I have no idea what it is, but apparently it's working for us really nicely. Let's take a look. It's a Highland Broad Blade. Seems like a nice length for street fights, and seems like it does a lot of damage. It doesn't seem too slow either, which is obviously a pretty big deal. You know, because if something is too slow, it's going to be very difficult to use against enemy knives, enemy axes, and maces, and so on. And there you go. Okay, so we've basically taken over everything, and now what we can do is not walk through, you know, the town center. That's the thing that we don't want to do. No, we don't want to do that at all. What we want to do is we want to move in. Here we go. Yes, nice. All right, perfect. Okay, so they obviously lost huge amounts of relation with us, which is to be expected. Now we're going to get the opportunity to say hi to this guy. Let's get him to join us, and then we can go ahead and equip him with some gear. As you can see, very nice gear in actual fact for him. And we can give him a nice little shield there as well. Does he have riding skill? I think he does. Yeah, he's got 131. He's actually pretty good, surprisingly enough. He's a pretty good companion, and I'm very much liking these higher tier companions. They're actually seeming pretty nice. They can do pretty significant things. You know, they've got a lot of good skills. For example, look at this guy. He's got leadership, polearm, riding, one-handed, athletics, tactics, everything that you could potentially want in a possible vassal, maybe. You know, something along those lines. That's pretty cool. Anyway, there we go. He is now done, and we can now go over here and leave him in the settlement. There we have it. All right, so that is perfect. So we've now taken over two of these places, which is actually quite nice. And what is this again? Oh, this is Mountain Bandits. Okay, that's Mountain Bandits. We have actually declared, well, technically the Vlandians have declared war against the Botanians. So it feels to me like maybe my plans to go over to the Steppe Bandits will have to be put on hold, at least for now, because what I would actually like to do is possibly launch a siege against Lagater, because obviously Lagater is one of the fiefs that was taken, I believe, very recently. They might not have a significant garrison in there. We might be able to take it relatively simply. But first things first, let's go back to Sionon and see whether we can scheme against the Ostakos clan. Because obviously what we want to do, or what we have been tasked to do, if I can actually remember what we were needing to do there, we need to destabilize them. We need to destabilize them. So the best thing that we can... Oh, never mind. Lagater actually got taken by the Botanians, as I thought. Yeah, so it was weakened, as you can quite clearly tell. Voting for the new owner. Please do not make me the owner of Lagater. What do you bet they... If they make me the owner of Lagater, then they're making it very difficult for me to be a scoundrel and then backstab them later on. They are making it very difficult for me to do that. Anyway, let's just continue increasing my smugglers and continue increasing my logistics and all that wonderful stuff. And let's actually take a look here. Okay, so we're going to be selecting the Northern Empire. And we have a 36% total network, which is actually pretty terrible, to be honest. So not sure if we're going to be able to do anything here. But anyway, Ostakos actually has 15 relation with me. Okay. Select a victim. Well, technically I can target the leader. You know, I can target the leader if we want to. He's 65. 59,000 gold he has. And we can select a scheme. So what do we want to do? Well, we can bribe him. Increase your relation with the target by paying the requested amount of dinars. Technically we can do that. Target's clan influence will become 0. Suffer a -10 loyalty in all owned towns. It only costs 10,000 gold. Okay. Clan influence must be above 200. Well, they have almost 1,200, which is kind of crazy. Target's clan dinars become halved. This is kind of crazy cool too. You will receive part of the extorted amount. Will cost you 10,000. Food poisoning. 50% of the troops in the target's war party will become wounded, and 50% of party food will be destroyed. That's incredible. And also murder. Yes. So technically what we could do is we could murder this guy. We literally could murder him. Shall we try? Should we try to do that? Let's try to murder. Okay. Yes. As you can see. Right. So it is making it much more difficult for us to actually achieve victory here. How do we sacrifice the coverage for a higher success chance? Okay. So 35%, right. So what about if I actually change this to Scandal? 81%. That's actually really, really good. I think we're probably going to try to do this. So let's do it. Okay, I paid 10,000. My spy has gone off. In progress for 0 days. Okay, I don't know whether it has worked. Let's just let it play out for a little bit, because maybe it has, maybe it hasn't. I actually don't know. Let me take a quick look inside the scheme room again. Okay, it says in progress. Oh, okay, so wait a minute. I was under the impression that it was going to be done in 0 days. Okay, so obviously me misunderstanding the whole text here, but that's absolutely fine. All right, so that means that's okay. All right. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Anyway, let's just put some forest bandits in here. These guys are going to be spies. We're just going to put 10 of them, because then we're going to have 10 spies and they can get trained over time, which is actually going to be super nice for us. And otherwise, I'm just going to go over to Maranath here. So yeah, this is the kind of thing you can do with the Fourberie mod. I am absolutely blown away by it. Whenever I get to a more advanced stage of what's actually going on with it, it always never fails to amaze. Because you just think to yourself, wow, really? There's an even deeper layer? It's like an onion, you know? It has another layer upon layer upon layer, and you just think, whoa, how deep does this thing go? It's pretty incredible. Anyway, let's just very quickly go in here, because what I want to do is I just want to buy some very, very cheap things. Well, I'm spending 35,000, but we're just going to get rid of a couple of two-handed swords. Because what I want to do is I want to go over to the hideout. I want to give all of these weapons over to the forest bandits just to get them over 3,000 once again. Because as I said before, it's actually really, really good to get them above 3,000 for various reasons. So let's just do this. Let's give them a whole bunch. There we go. I think that's probably good enough, right? Boom, there we go. So now they're above 3,200, which is really nice. And we can also now, if we want to, go into the marketplace and actually sell our two-handed swords for even more cash. We can actually sell them for 24,000 now instead of the previous amount, which was, I think, 14 or something like that. So technically you can do that if you want to, but yeah. Apart from that, I would love to be able to smelt some more stuff, so I think we're probably going to do that in the next episode, but for now I'm actually going to end this episode off here, and in the next one, we're going to go to war. Oh yes, we're going to go to war against the Vlandians. We'll see what happens with our scandal against King Lukon, or whatever what is he actually known as? He's just known as Lukon. Okay, yeah, so... yeah, whatever. He's just known as Lukon, so yeah, we'll see what happens with that. And that's going to be exciting. I can't wait. I can't wait to see. And what other things we can actually get up to as well. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.